And making a buzz this afternoon, the controversial world of recruiting student athletes. We're not talking about high school here, folks. We are talking middle school. An article in the New York Times talked about intense efforts from high school and college coaches heavily recruiting their future stars, especially those in private middle schools, which has many wondering whether recruiting rules for private schools are too permissive. One blogger on parenting.com says middle school kids are being scouted as vigorously or maybe even more than high school recruits because there aren't any rules on how much they can harass the families. So we want to hear from you. Does middle school recruiting put too much pressure on youngsters, or is it good for them to have that focus?
All right, Jim Sharp, what say you?
Well, you know, it's interesting because I've met a lot of celebrities through the years, you know, movie stars and athletes, and this is a generalization, but I find athletes to be a little bit more stuck up. And no offense, I know you play college ball,
yeah,
but professional athletes, and it's because they've had their, you know, they've been kissed up to since they were kids. People see that, whereas, you know, movie stars and whatnot, you know, they had to wait tables and really just get a meek existence for a long time. This is too young, but I started my career in high school at the age of 16 in Little Page, Arizona. Hi, Dad. And, you know, it's what I chose to do for the rest of my life. So I suppose you can stumble across this at that age, but I wouldn't want them calling my kid.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I am absolutely 100% for the recruiting of kids. In Texas, I was recruited in 9th grade. That's considered middle school in Texas. Here it'd be high school. I think, for one, it encourages the kids to focus on their grades and also to walk that narrow line, knowing that if you get into trouble, that scholarship or those thoughts of a scholarship may go away.
Well, I think the other side of it, too, though, is in addition to the kiss-up, I really like that point of it, I think the pressure. I mean, they're already trying to be the best. You know, baby mom and dad is pushing them, and now you've got recruits calling. So when are you ever just a kid? When are you ever just out there having fun, you know, on the soccer field or the football field or on the track? True. You can't really just be a kid and have a good time.
Well, and like when, you know, they started recruiting you in 9th grade and you eventually played at Bama, would you ever consider playing a Sandlot game, you know, where you could break something and go, oh my gosh, I'm going to ruin my career?
I never went snow skiing or water skiing, anything like that, because I was fearing that I'd blow out my knee. Minute left in the show. I want to say that this article, really, the focus of it isn't necessarily on football or baseball. Baseball, there's a lot of recruiting similar to that happens because they can skip college, but this is really focused on basketball. Do you think that there's an issue there that more crackdown needs to be happening with these recruiters?
You know, I suppose, but in Canada, you know, if you want to play in the NHL, you leave your family at a very young age and you go live in your coach's town.
Yep.
You know, it's just, that's how it goes. And same thing with a lot of these gymnastic athletes.
Yeah.
You know, they leave home, so.
Well, that's where the parents have to come in.
Exactly.
Say, stop calling me. You're not going to get my kid until later. Real quick, we had one quick comment.
Yeah, I'll try and get this very quickly. Tara says, my kids were never recruited but have the drive and determination, and they chose where they wanted to go to school based on not only academics but sports programs as well. There's nothing wrong with someone opening a door for success.
Yeah, a lot of people would agree with that, because a lot of kids, you know what, if it hadn't been for that recruiter, they wouldn't be professional, for sure. Thank you.